famous. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been on my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Watching now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watching now, Barney. Watching now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit! Set!
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Hot!
And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go now. Green 39!
From the gun, Jackson. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Green 39. Hot.
On second down, Jackson flush to his right. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
No. Check. Patriot. Hot.
On third down, Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Detroit. Gun.
And Jackson throwing once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
To throw again is Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Watch it now, Barney.
Jackson looking to throw on third. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Gun!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you get
in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Watch it now, Barney.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Ravens. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go. 3-19.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take...
Got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 51 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gone!
left to throw now on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Green 39! Green 39! Over!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Shedding the tackle, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Watch it now, Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
That's how we do it, baby. Gone! 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 Gone!
On 3rd down, Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
3-19. 3-19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Over! Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got him in, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Again, Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And his pass incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over. Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a big 32-yard play on third. And Jackson throwing once more. Dancing to his left. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Detroit. Leopard.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Set. Green 39.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Lambo on for the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Back to throw here. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Lucky 56. Over. Gun.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Gun. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Gun. Now let's go. Green 39. Gun.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Flush to his right. And now running right through it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Off the play fake, Jackson. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw again is Jackson. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's the fullback from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Ravens. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with next.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man on the comebacker. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
57. Mike, 57. Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. And there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback, 26 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Gun! 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 Gun!
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. His throw here's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards.
Detroit!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now Jackson. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
He'll look to throw. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start.
Have an all-white rank.